Gates That Open, LLC is America's leading designer and distributor of automatic gate openers and access controls for residential and agricultural gate applications. GTO's Mighty Mule gate openers have been America's #1 do-it-yourself automatic gate opener since 1987 and are convenient, affordable, and, as you will soon see, easy to install. Thanks for purchasing the Mighty Mule gate opener. This video will provide you with an overview of how to install your gate opener. It is to be used only as a visual aid in conjunction with your manual. Watch this demonstration video and read the entire installation manual before beginning your installation. Please pay close attention to the important safety instructions. When correctly installed, your Mighty Mule gate opener will provide you with many years of safe, reliable service. The Mighty Mule gate opener is designed for installation on dual driveway gates that pull to open into your property. If your gates push to open out from your property, you will need to purchase 2 push-to-open brackets. Refer to your manual for more information regarding push-to-open installations. The Mighty Mule gate opener features adjustable stall force for obstruction sensing. This safety feature stops and reverses the gate's direction within 2 seconds after coming into contact with an obstruction. Your Mighty Mule gate opener has a convenient auto-close feature. After the gate reaches the fully open position, it can be set to remain open up to 2 minutes before automatically closing. You will receive your gate opener with the auto-close feature deactivated. Refer to your manual for instructions on how to activate this feature. The Mighty Mule gate opener is battery-powered and comes with one 12-volt, 7-amp-hour battery. The battery is connected to the control box using the battery wire harness included in the gate opener kit. A transformer for maintaining the system's battery charge is included with the Mighty Mule gate opener. You may prefer to charge the battery with solar power instead of the transformer. Solar applications require a minimum of 10 watts of solar charging power. Refer to your manual to determine how many solar panels you will need to purchase for your application. Remember, never connect both the transformer and the solar panel to the control board. If you will be using the transformer, you will need to purchase enough 16-gauge, multi-stranded, direct burial low-voltage wire to connect the transformer to the control board. Measure the distance from an AC power source to where the control box will be mounted. Do not use more than 1,000 feet of wire. If your gate is more than 1,000 feet from an AC power source, you will need to call a certified electrician to bring the AC power within 1,000 feet or use solar power. The power cable that connects the second gate opener to the control board should be run through 3/4-inch or larger PVC conduit to protect it from damage by weed eaters or lawnmowers. Refer to your manual for guidelines on PVC installation and running wire. Make certain that you have all the parts and tools you will need. Refer to your installation manual to determine if you will need additional accessories, materials, or hardware for your specific type of gate opener installation. Before beginning the installation, make certain that your gates are in proper working order. Your gate leaves should be installed on posts that are firmly secured in the ground, plumb, level, and swinging freely on well-lubricated hinges. Ball-bearing hinges should be used on all gates weighing over 250 pounds. Never use wheels on your gates. We recommend positioning the openers near mid-height of your gates. It may be necessary to add horizontal or vertical cross members or other reinforcements to provide stable areas where the gate brackets can be mounted. Remember, the gate opener is intended for vehicular gates only. A separate entrance or gate must be installed for pedestrian use. Please see the accessory section of this DVD for more information on Mighty Mule do-it-yourself driveway and walk-through gates. You will install the first gate opener on the same side of the driveway as the battery and control box. The opener on the opposite side is referred to as the second gate opener. Insert the 3/8-inch by 1 1/2-inch bolt through the center hole of the post bracket and the post pivot bracket. Fasten a 3/8-inch flat washer and 3/8-inch lock nut on the end of the bolt. Do not over-tighten because the post pivot bracket will need to be adjusted later. Attach the post bracket assembly to the rear mount of the opener arm using the clevis pin, flat washer, and hairpin clip. Attach the gate bracket to the front mount of the opener arm using the clevis pin, bushing, and hairpin clip. With the gate in its open position and the opener arm fully retracted, hold the opener level and clamp the post bracket assembly to the post and the gate bracket to the gate in their approximate positions. Check with a level and make adjustments if necessary. The post bracket assembly's position determines the leverage of the opener as well as the clearance between the opener and the gate. A minimum of 1-inch clearance between the thickest part of the opener and the gate is required in both the open and closed positions. Remove the hairpin clip, clevis pin, and bushing from the front mount and the gate bracket. Close the gate while supporting the opener. Never allow the opener to hang from the post bracket assembly. Visually align the opener with the gate bracket to see if there will be enough clearance when the gate is closed. Check to be sure that the distance between the end of the retracted opener arm to the gate bracket does not exceed 13 inches. If necessary, rotate the post pivot bracket to a position that will give the required clearance, while still allowing one of the post pivot bracket holes to line up with a post bracket hole. You can also turn the post pivot bracket over to give you more adjustment options. Now return the gate and opener to the open position and recheck the clearance. Make additional changes until you achieve the required clearance in both the open and closed positions. Then reattach opener to gate bracket. Secure the post pivot bracket and the post bracket alignment with the 5/16 inch by 1 1/2 inch bolt, washer, and lock nut. Since the post bracket carries the entire thrust of the active opener, it is absolutely necessary that it be mounted with bolts that completely penetrate the posts. Recheck the gate bracket and post bracket positions and opener level and mark reference points for bolt holes in the middle of the bracket slots. Detach the post bracket assembly and the gate bracket from the opener by removing hairpin clips, clevis pins, and bushings. Remove the brackets from the gate and post. Drill 3/8 inch holes through the post as marked. Use the 3/8 inch by 8 inch bolts, washers, and lock nuts to attach the post bracket assembly. Drill 3/8 inch holes through the gate crossmember. Mount the gate bracket with the 3/8 inch by 2 3/4 inch bolts, washers, and lock nuts. Attach the first opener to the securely bolted post bracket assembly and gate bracket. Make a final check that the opener is level and make adjustments if necessary. This completes the installation of the first gate opener. Now, following the same procedures, install the mounting hardware and opener arm for the second opener. Trench and place 3/4 inch or larger PVC conduit from the second opener arm to where the control box will be mounted. At this time, you may also choose to trench and lay conduit for connecting the transformer. The type of gate you have will determine the type of hardware you need to attach the stop plate to your gate. Use U-bolts if you have a tube or chain link gate. Use screws or bolts for wood or metal gates. The horizontal closed position stop plate is installed on the first gate leaf. This closed position stop plate helps stabilize the gates in the closed position. Detach the openers from the gates and move the gates to their closed position. Attach the closed position stop plate on the end of the first gate frame at mid-height. Do not tighten it completely. Slide the closed position stop plate toward the frame of the second gate leaf until they touch. Now completely tighten the stop plate hardware. Refer to your manual for instructions on installing a closed position stop plate to the second gate, as well as a low-profile ground stop. Once the closed position stop plates are installed, open the gate and reattach the openers. The battery box and control box must be mounted at least 3 feet above the ground to protect it from rain splash and snow, and at least 3 feet away from an AC power source to prevent electrical interference. Remove the 3 control box mounting screws to separate the control box from the battery box. Locate the screw placement diagram inside the battery box and drill holes large enough to accommodate the screws for mounting the battery box to a secure surface. Place the 12-volt battery into the battery box with the terminals at the top. Connect one of the black battery harness wires to the negative battery terminal and one of the red battery harness wires to the positive battery terminal. The second set of battery harness wires are used if you are adding a second battery. Connect the battery harness wires to the two wires coming through the back of the control box, red to red and black to black. Now, reattach the control box to the battery box. Install the receiver antenna to the control box cover using the screw provided. Remove the control box cover and insert the first opener power cable through a strain relief slot on the control box. Attach stripped power cable wires into the appropriate terminals on the first opener terminal block. Tighten the screws against the end of the wires and dab with household petroleum jelly to help prevent corrosion. Pull the 36-foot power cable for the second opener through the PVC conduit to the control box. Insert the second opener power cable through a strain relief slot on the control box. Attach stripped power cable wires into the appropriate terminals on the second opener terminal block. Tighten the screws against the end of the wires and dab with household petroleum jelly to help prevent corrosion. In this demonstration, we will connect the included transformer to the control board. Refer to your installation manual for solar panel installation instructions. The transformer is connected to the control board using 16-gauge dual-conductor multi-stranded direct burial wire. Lay the low-voltage wire in a trench, following the path from the selected electrical outlet to the control box. Wire coming up from the ground should be routed through PVC conduit to protect it from lawnmowers, weed eaters, or grazing animals. Bring enough wire up through the PVC conduit to reach the control board. Make certain that the control box power switch is off. Strip 3/16 inch of insulation from the low-voltage wires. Attach the wires to the 14-volt terminals on the terminal block. These wires can be connected regardless of polarity. Tighten the screws against the exposed ends of the wires and dab with household petroleum jelly to help prevent corrosion. Insert the low-voltage wire through a strain relief slot on the control box. At the AC outlet, strip 1/2 inch of insulation from the ends of the low-voltage wire. Attach the stripped ends to the transformer terminals. Be certain not to let the exposed wires touch each other. Tighten the screws against the exposed ends of the wires and dab with household petroleum jelly to help prevent corrosion. Plug the transformer into the electrical outlet. If the electrical outlet is located outdoors, both the outlet and the transformer should be protected with a weatherproof housing. To program your control board for the gate's optimum closed position, first make certain the opener arms are fully retracted in the open position. Turn the control box power switch to on. Press and hold the second opener close button on the control board and release when the second gate reaches the desired closed position. Use the jog open and close buttons to fine-tune if necessary. Now repeat, using the first opener close button to set the first opener's closed position. When both gates are in the desired closed positions, press and hold the Set Limit button until the alarm and the red light come on. Release the button. Now press the transmitter button and allow both gates to fully open. The alarm will beep once and the red light will go out when the gates reach the open limit. Press the transmitter button again and allow the gates to close to verify that they stop at the desired position. The stall force potentiometer controls the amount of force the opener will apply against an obstruction before it stops and reverses direction. This setting will need to be adjusted to compensate for the weight and size of your gates. The stall force setting on the control board works like the volume control on a radio. Use a small, flat blade screwdriver to adjust the stall force sensitivity just to the point where the gates operate smoothly without obstructing from their own weight or wind conditions. For safety reasons, use the lowest setting possible to operate the gates. The auto-close setting determines how long the gate will remain open before automatically closing. The factory setting is off. You can adjust the auto-close time to off or from 3 to 120 seconds. Replace the control box cover. You can override the auto-close setting by pressing the transmitter button to make the gates close immediately. All GTO transmitters have a standard factory setting and are ready to operate your gate opener. For security and safety, we strongly recommend you replace the factory setting with your own personal setting. Use a small Phillips head screwdriver to remove the transmitter cover. Move the dip switches into different positions for your personal setting. Do not set all of the switches in the same position. Once the dip switches have been set, replace the cover. If you have multiple transmitters, it is a good idea to set them at this time. Now slide the control box on-off switch to the off position. Press and hold the transmitter button while sliding the switch to the on position. Continue to hold the transmitter button until the alarm sounds. Release the transmitter button to program the new transmitter setting into the control board. Attach the warning signs included with your installation package to both sides of each gate. Automatic gate openers produce high levels of force, and it is your responsibility to post warnings. Be certain to carefully read and follow all safety precautions, warnings, and installation instructions to ensure the safe system design, installation, and use of this product. Cut off excess bolt extending beyond the tightened nuts on the gate and post brackets. Keep your installation manual for future reference as it contains safety guidelines, installation information, troubleshooting tips, and the Mighty Mule warranty. Also keep a copy of your receipt. Visit the Mighty Mule website at mightymule.com to access online resources such as our troubleshooting wizard, information about Mighty Mule accessories and do-it-yourself gates, and to locate a Mighty Mule retailer near you. Thanks again for purchasing the GTO Mighty Mule Gate Opener. We are confident this product will give you years of trouble-free, controlled access to your property.